Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Red Kerr, Skip Ellison is our producer-director, assisted by Joe Cornell. Welcome to the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. The Chicago Bulls begin up front with Horace Grant.
Horace Grant, he led this team in rebounds 43 times this year.
Also up front, completing that forward spot, is Scottie Pippen.
Scottie, the last 3 games, he's only 30% from the field.
In the center position, Bill Cartwright has played well on this trip.
Yes, he has. In a New Jersey game, he had 9.7 rebounds.
In the backcourt, John Paxson has been red hot from the field.
Last 10 games, 61% from the field.
And Michael Jordan, who had the big game in New Jersey, completes his starting lineup.
That's right. He had 40. He's had 8 games of 40 this year.
And the head coach of the Chicago Bulls, there's a look at a sterling record of 171-60, Phil Jackson. For the Washington Bullets, Horace's twin brother Harvey gets the start up front.
I'm glad you said that. I thought he was showing it again. He's got an 18.5-point average against the Bulls.
Completing the front line of the forward spot, Liddell Eccles.
Well, he had 26 points, 5 assists versus Cleveland the other night.
In the middle, Purvis Ellison. We spoke of him in the open.
Yeah, 21 points, 11 rebounds, 5 blocks. Typical stats for him against Cleveland.
In the backcourt, Michael Adams, ever the dangerous one.
He owns the NBA record for 4-point plays in the NBA. He's got 8 of them.
And completing the starting lineup, David Wingate.
Well, here's a guy that you can let shoot from the outside. 1 for 16 from the 3-point range.
The head coach of the Washington Bullets, Wes Unseld, now in his 5th season at the helm. He's won 41.7% of his games. The officials, Wally Rooney, Bill Oakes, Mike Constable. From left to right across your screen. And the Bulls and Michael Jordan wrapping up this road trip. A 4-game swing to the East Coast. It's the last extended road trip of the season. And Red Kerr gets his usual dusting.
I got to get home and change this suit.
Now I know for sure we're ready to go.
Yes.
6 straight on the road, and I'll tell you what, the Bulls are coming up on an NBA record for number of road wins. They have set a club record with the 27 road victories. Bulls in the traveling reds with the white and black trim, black numbers. Bullets in the home whites with the blue and red trim. It'll be Purvis Ellison on the tap at center court for the Washington Bullets. And as you might be able to see on your television screen, again, the lighting is kind of poor here, and it's noticeable on the screen as you look at the television monitors. No question. Michael Adams has the Bullets control off the opening tip. Wingate's giving them a little bit of offense. Eccles on the drive, usually gives them a lot. Last 5 games, he's averaging 16 points a game. Liddell Eccles. Bulls played from behind much of the way at New Jersey the other night. The lean in by Cartwright won't go. Pippen keeps it alive. Horace Grant can't quite handle, but Wingate does to Grant. Harvey Grant, that is. Now Wingate to Eccles, who's wide open.
Boy, this guy can get on fire. I mentioned he had 26 points against Cleveland the other night. That's a tough team to score against.
Had 21 against the Lakers. Bullets leading it by 2 field goals. Early going in this first quarter. Jordan over Wingate from deep. Michael shooting 54% in his last 4 games from the field. Adams. Michael Adams has had a tough year from the field, John. He's not shot well for the Bullets. And about 38%. Takes a lot of shots, too.
Yes, and he's not shy. Well, that's a good sign right there. Scottie up with just over the college 3-point line.
He was out shooting before the game tonight, a little bit early.
He recognized he has not shot well, but he says if I can keep my nose to the grindstone on the rest of the game, I'll be all right. That's the 3rd in a row for Liddell Eccles.
You once called him the typical, 9 to 5 lawyer out on his lunch break.
Yeah.
He's got that kind of a game about him, doesn't he? Grant had it poked away, and a foul coming up. It's on Purvis Ellison. Mike Constable with the call. First foul of the ball game. Non-shooting affair. Pippen on the inbounds. Early going in this first quarter from Landover, Maryland. Jordan.
But I just saw that shot a minute ago. Same spot.
He's got that mapped out here. Landover must be the only good lighting in the building, right?
Yeah.
Ellison shakes loose. Jordan has the rebound. We're tied at 6 apiece. Paxson picks up. Here's Michael. 8 to go on the shot clock. Scottie Pippen with 3 to go. Will have to get it away. The bailout. Good position of the rebound by Harvey Grant. Wingate spins away from Jordan. The lead for Ellison. Nicely done by the Bullets on the break. Washington leading it by 2. Almost 3 minutes gone by in this first quarter. Horace Grant. Scottie Pippen. Second from the field, 4 points for Pippen. Wingate finds Adams. Eccles, guarded by Pippen. Wingate. Scottie Pippen up high for the board. Bulls in transition. Pippen
Got hit.
Yep. Got a foul.
He made a good spin move to get away from David Wingate. He just sort of spun around out there at the three-point area, and as Wingate tried to catch up him, Scottie put the brakes on and took the shot. Here he comes up. Wingate makes the stab. Scottie goes around him. Now Wingate's trying to catch up to him, but he bumps Scottie, and Scottie will shoot 2 free throws.
Scottie has 5 points now, struggling from the field in his last 3 games at 30% shooting, and that's why he was out earlier tonight, and he appears to be much sharper here in this initial quarter. Pippen with 6. He and Michael have done all the scoring for the Bulls, who lead by 2. Some pressure in the backcourt. With each passing game, Johnny Bach puts a little bit more of that full court defense in. Nice move by Wingate on the runner. Pippen right back for the Bulls. Jordan out of the corner. Grant the rebound. Pippen.
Yes, Scottie. Scottie 3 out of 4.
Adams right back for the Bullets.
The one shot that Scottie missed was that one he tried to get up before the 24-second clock went off, so he's shooting good and he takes a little time.
Wingate out high. 7 to go on the shot clock. Eccles for 3. No, sir. Liddell a bit out of his range perhaps from there. Here's Jordan. Michael.
Boy, he has got 20, 40, 60 feet of 3 baskets, right?
Yeah.
All of them are long range.
He's opening up his game from the outside to begin with here tonight.
Well, this is a Pippen and Jordan game so far, all the points.
Ellison. Ellison stays with it. Jordan retreats. Bullets now gone cold from the floor. Washington, after a quick start, now 5 of 10 from the field. Paxson gets it right back. Plenty of time on the shot clock. 10 to go now on the shot clock. Paxson, good move off the pick by Cartwright. Tough pass for Bill to handle. Kick towards center court. Here comes Adams. Michael Adams. Liddell Eccles. Pippen the rebound. Scottie double team trap. Eccles takes it away. Adams with a chip shot.
Yes, sir. They double teamed him. Pax is looking over and saying, why don't you make the foul call?
He also wanted a kicking call. Somebody got a piece of the basketball with his foot. Cartwright at the high post. Pippen had to take that one over Ellison. Eccles to Adams. On the run to Wingate. Nice dish for Ellison. Purvis with 4, and the Bullets have caught the Bulls with 5:47 to go. First quarter. Ellison 2 out of 4 from the field now. MJ.
Boom. Everything from that right corner.
He and Pippen have all 16 Chicago points. Wes Unseld and company want a timeout. 5.5 left to go in the first. Phil Jackson, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan have the lead over the Bullets. March 28th, Bulls and Cavaliers. McDonald's Squeeze Bottle Night. First 10,000 fans entering the stadium receive a Bulls Squeeze Bottle, compliments of McDonald's. We mentioned earlier the road record of the Bulls, 27-8. That is a club record, and they are within shouting distance of setting an all-time NBA record for number of road wins in a season. Bullets resume offensively. Ellison. Pippen the rebound. Scottie and Michael Jordan have scored all the points for the Bulls in this quarter. John Pax bottled up for a moment by Adams. 8 to go on the shot clock for Michael. Over Wingate on the turn. Ellison the rebound. Adams to Wingate. Tough shot. Eccles knocks it out of bounds. It'll belong to Chicago. Take a look at it. Boston had the most ever. 32.
Yeah, the Bulls have a chance to catch that record. And it's the first shot by anybody other than Jordan or Pippen, and Horace misses one from the corner.
Paxson.
Pax left his man, missed a shot, but made a good move.
Here comes Adams. Harvey Grant yet to scratch tonight. Wingate, good move away from the ball to get open for that pass. Wingate connects with his second from the field. Michael off the screen by Cartwright. Bill over Harvey Grant. Scottie Pippen the board. Nicely done.
Yes.
10 for Pippen. Pippen has 10. Jordan has 8. The Chicago total is 18. That's 2 better than Washington.
4th rebound for Scottie also.
Michael Adams. The leaner. Cartwright the board. Michael Jordan against Wingate. Jordan feeds Horace Grant. Blocked by Harvey. Adams on the lead. Wingate. Bullets and Bulls are tied. Cartwright inside. Blocked by a foul. Ellison and Grant, they're going to call Harvey Grant on the foul. His first, only the 3rd on the team as Wes Unseld looks on.
Big Wes Unseld. Played center for club for a long time. Here's David Wingate going down in the fast break. He lays it in. Jordan takes the ball back very quickly. They don't get back. Get it to Pax. Pax fires it up to Scottie. Scottie in the corner. Bill is wide open underneath. Catches the ball. Takes one move. Draws all kinds of white shirts and gets 2 free throws.
Bill Cartwright hits his first, and that's the first point in the ball game for the Bulls outside of Jordan and Pippen. Horace Grant nearly pried it loose. Ellison takes off the floor. This is Harvey Grant. Michael Adams. Adams has set a record for 3-point field goal attempts and makes from 3-point land. Liddell Eccles going hard. Eccles has 8.
He's something to watch, isn't he? He's like a cannonball.
Paxson picked up tight by Adams. Horace Grant. Paxson finds Cartwright. A brick by Bill on the hook. Wingate sends to Adams. Eccles has to track down. Poor pass by Adams. Eccles from deep. Scottie Pippen picks it off. half on 2 minutes left to go in the quarter. Jordan. Reload the shot clock for the Bulls. Under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Ellison, the blocker, Pippen. Bullets in transition, 4-on-2. Eccles to Wingate.
But he just ran Pax right out of the play. Harvey Grant just took him right out of the play, and Eccles went down, scored the hoop.
Washington Bullets have stormed into the lead with 1:45 left to go in the first. We talked about Purvis Ellison at the top of the show tonight, and Purvis Ellison came up big a moment ago on the defensive end. Take a look at this.
Yeah, he made the block down on this end, and now it fuels a fast break as Eccles gives it to Michael Adams. Adams looking around. He's got anybody he wants. He comes to Eccles. Eccles lays it on under to Wingate, and Wingate knocks in his 8th point.
Purvis Ellison. Purvis with 2 from the field, 4 points in addition to that block. And back on is Chicago, and the Bulls set up offensively. B.J. Armstrong is in at the guard spot. Will Perdue in at center for Chicago. B.J. to Michael posting up David Wingate. Knocked away, picked out of bounds. It's going to belong to Chicago. Last touch by the Bullets. I have a feeling we'll see Michael post up a little bit more on Wingate tonight as this game ensues. Grant off the inbounds. Horace with his first from the field. Bulls are now 2 of their last 10 after starting the game. 7 for 10 from the field. And of course, much of that 7 for 10 was the Pippen and Jordan show. The first 7 minutes or so of this quarter. Ball knocked out of bounds by Horace Grant away from his twin brother Harvey. It'll belong to Washington.
Of the 22 points the Bullets have, not many have come into half court. It's all come on transition, fast breaks, beating the Bulls down before they can get set up.
Grant with a quick release. Harvey Grant, that is. Will Perdue, good position, and Ellison for the rebound. This is Pippen. Scotty penetrates. The dish for Perdue, right through his hands, but Horace Grant is there. Harvey Grant takes the back tap. Bullets on the run. Wingate to Grant, touch pass Adams, beautiful ball movement to Eccles. Sensational break by the Bullets. Eccles has 10. Eccles 5 out of 8. He's better than your noontime lawyer at the gym.
Watch out, Will. There it is. He just laid it out the blind side. Adams picked it away.
Over Jordan, Wingate can't connect, and Perdue cleans it up for the Bulls. Jordan to B.J. Armstrong. Ellison leaping high for the board. Final seconds of this first quarter. Time left in the quarter, right-hand corner of your screen. Bullets leading by 3. Eccles, no, but he was fouled by Pippen, who arrived late on the scene. First on Scotty, and John, believe it or not, with 3 seconds left to go in the quarter, that's the first foul on Phil Jackson's Bulls.
Scottie Pippen trying to stop Liddell Eccles, and it's very difficult to do that. So now Craig Hodges with 3 seconds to go is going to enter into the game here for, I think, Michael Jordan. We'll see. But Eccles will shoot 2 free throws here. Chance to put his team up by 5 with this first quarter. Michael Jordan lead.
Here comes Craig Hodges. They might try to get him a quick 3.
They better hurry if he makes his free throw. He's got 3 seconds on that clock.
Eccles 11 points, 3 rebounds, 5 of 8 from the field thus far tonight. 1 of 1 at the line. Make it 2 for 2. He has 12 first quarter points. Perdue on the inbounds to Horace Grant. Scottie Pippen with the quick release. And the first period has come to a close. Now the Washington Bullets with some fast break basketball. Liddell Eccles with 12 points. And the Bullets have a 5-point advantage on the world champion Bulls at the end of 1. April 1st, Bulls take on the Hornets. It's Oreo and Jewel Team Picture Night. First 10,000 fans entering the stadium will receive a Bulls team picture. Compliments of Oreo cookies and Jewel food stores. Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Redker. We begin the second quarter of play. The Bulls are trailing the Washington Bullets 26-21. Chicago basketball. First quarter numbers. Bulls started out 7 of their first 10, ended up under 40% from the field. Pippen out of the point. Scotty over Ellison on the switch. Grant takes the back tap.
Got a whole bunch of guys. LeBradford Smith is in. Stewart is in for them. A.J. English.
Larry Stewart, the rookie free agent. Ellison backing in on Will Perdue. 4 to go on the shot clock now. LeBradford Smith trying to show it to Stewart, and they almost made a shot out of it. In fact, they did. Scottie Pippen rebounds. Pippen sets up the offense now. Bulls with much of their second unit in the game. Will with a nice pass. Hodges on the move. Ellison takes the rebound. LeBradford Smith, they've got a 3-on-2. Nice fill by Stewart. Grant is there for the tip. Harvey Grant with his first 2 points of the game, and the Bullets are on a 10-2 run. 7-point lead, largest Washington lead of the night. Will Perdue to Horace Grant. They've got a foul coming up before the shot attempt with the body. Larry Stewart, his first and the first on the team in this second quarter.
Well, this is what the Bulls definitely have to do. Get inside. They've been content to take the outside shot, and when the rebound comes off, Ellison has gotten it, and away they've gone.
B.J. Armstrong. Off a screen by Grant. Picked up on a switch by Stewart now. B.J. from outside. Pippen pries it loose. Reload the shot clock for the Bulls. Plenty of time left on the clock. On the drive, Armstrong. Perdue on the tip. Again, the tip by Grant this time, and Stewart clears. LeBradford Smith, the long lead pass. Ellison. Nice dish to English. A.J. English with his first 2 of the game.
They're playing spectacular basketball. Everything working right. They're running the break, coming down, controlling their bodies, not picking up offensive fouls, getting layups.
Through the hands of Horace Grant on the feed from B.J. Armstrong. It'll belong to Washington. And, John, you brought up a good point, especially in the first quarter. Washington got very little of their offense on the half court, much of it coming from breaks. Got a foul coming up here, and it's against Purvis Ellison, an illegal screen, his second. Let's pause for station identification.
This is WGN-TV Chicago, America's #1 sports station.
To finish the thought, Michael Jordan back on now for the Bulls. On Washington, this is not a good half-court team. They don't have the bulk in their offense in terms of their personnel to be an effective down-low half-court team. B.J. Armstrong threads the net. Bullet lead is 7. Opening 3 minutes of play, second quarter. LeBradford Smith, 19th pick overall in the NBA draft this past spring. Harvey Grant scored and a foul.
Jordan on the foul. Harvey Grant came around the side, got right to the foul line, looked up, knew he had a smaller man. He takes the play, takes a dribble. He can jump over this guy. He does, and knocks it in. His second field goal.
Harvey now with 5 points. He's been averaging 18 points and 7 rebounds a game against the Bulls in the 3 previous contests the two teams have played. This is the 4th and final regular season meeting between these two teams.
B.J. Armstrong with that jumper. That's the first 2 points in this quarter.
Armstrong again.
Yep. So B.J. gives them their first 4 points with 8:35 gone in this quarter, or to play in this quarter.
Bullets are leading by 8. Grant on the turnaround. Jordan clears. Bulls move it across. Bullets back quickly on the transition defense. B.J. Armstrong out front. Livingston is in the ballgame now for the Bulls. Armstrong on the drive was fouled by LeBradford Smith. The whistle long before the shot attempt. The push on LeBradford Smith is his first, second on the team. Bulls will get it out of bounds. B.J. Armstrong on the move.
Will Perdue sits down now, and they go with Stacey King. This is the type team that really doesn't play centers. Now they've got Charles Jones in the game, and he plays like a forward.
Even Ellison, although he's played very well from a numbers standpoint, a lot of people feel he'd be a better power forward than center. Oh, LeBradford Smith triggered it loose. Livingston picks up. Bullets have been very quick on the defensive end tonight. Haji for two.
Whoa. Thought he was behind that line. But we're getting blocked out here this whole first half.
Yeah, we usually have an official standing right in front of us, don't we, John? So Bradford Smith. English. A.J. English with his second from the field. He's been averaging 17 points a game against Chicago this season. Bullets on top. Bulls reassemble offensively. King playing the high post. Here's Hodges. Haji from the outside again. Second from the field. He has 4. Didn't play against New Jersey the other night. Is on in the second quarter here tonight. Washington needs a timeout. 7:09 left to be played. About a 20-second timeout for Wes Unseld. Have they gone to the full? Apparently they have taken a full timeout. 7:09 to go. First half. Bullets lead the Bulls 35-29. April 3rd, Bulls take on the Clippers. It's Rust-Oleum lithograph night. Every fan entering the stadium will receive a Bulls lithograph, compliments of Rust-Oleum. Wayne Larrabee with the redhead Johnny Red Kerr. 7:04 left to go first half. Bullets resume. B.J. almost triggered it loose from the rookie LeBradford Smith. Oh, good pass to Larry Stewart underneath. Stewart's first 2 points of the night.
All the points for the Bulls now. All 8 of them. 4 by B.J., 4 by Haji. Long-range jumpers.
Jordan penetrating on the baseline. Oh, scored and a foul. Most excellent move by Jordan. Got that quick step to the baseline.
Charles Jones on the foul. Michael makes a move to the middle, and as he shifts his feet, Liddell Eccles, it's gone. Michael goes in, lays it up, and this is what the Bulls need more of, attacking the basket instead of from the outside. Only 42% from the field here. Everything has been coming from the outside.
Is there a reason for that? Is Washington doing something to prove?
Washington's laying back and giving them the outside shots, and you get in a comfort zone there, and all of a sudden you start heaving up those shots, and when they pick them off the rim, they're gone. So now Michael Adams is back in the game. Purvis Ellison.
Jordan, a three-point play, has 11 points in the game. Bulls trail by 5. Under 7 minutes to go first half. Glad to have you with us on Channel 9. We're coming to you from Landover, Maryland. Adams, a good decisive feed to Eccles inside, and Livingston. Cliff got the ball and the body. Score the foul against Cliff Livingston, his first, second on the team in this second quarter. Here's what's on tap at halftime. News break. We'll have a special feature on Manute Bol. Highlights and statistics all coming up at halftime. Liddell Eccles has 12 points, all of which came in the first quarter. Eccles now 3 of 3 from the line. He's been averaging 16 points and 4.3 rebounds in his last 5 games. He's led the Bullets in scoring the last 2 games and currently leads them in point production tonight with 14.
Pressure.
Livingston clears to Jordan. Livingston, the quick feed, B.J. Armstrong. Eccles up high for the board. A.J. English out on the run. Purvis Ellison. Ellison, good feed to Grant, and Harvey Grant misses on the puppy inside. Michael Jordan breaks out of the pack. Haji for 3.
There it is. There's the one that we're waiting for.
Craig Hodges with 7 points. Bulls are back to within 4. Under 6 minutes to go. First half. Purvis Ellison. Eccles. Oh, I don't know if that was a shot or a feed to A.J. English. Doesn't matter. English puts in his third from the field. He has 6. What do you think, Red?
I think that was a pass. Yeah.
I do too. Eccles has been a lot better for the field in terms of his shot tonight. Jordan from the outside. Ellison, good position on Stacey King for the rebound. Bullets are leading 41-35. Adams penetrates, make it 43-35. Michael Adams has 4. Jordan. Cliff Livingston posting up on Harvey Grant. Grant knocks it away. Michael Jordan posting up on Eccles. Good look to Livingston. The tip won't go. Livingston again.
Get in there.
No, but a foul.
That's on Harvey Grant.
Harvey picks up his second personal. 4th on the team.
Let's take one look at it here. Jordan steps out and throws the ball into Cliff. Cliff doesn't want to get a block. Leans way out with the left hand, but stays right in. And really, Stacey King gives a block to Purvisson on the play. So Cliff Livingston to the free throw line.
Purvis Ellison is 7th in the NBA in blocked shots. Cliff has his first point of the night. Had 2 points and a couple of rebounds. At New Jersey, B.J. Armstrong has a seat on the bench.
Take a look at the guy that was drafted first in the NBA and the guy that was drafted by the Bulls. It was their turn, and that's Purvis Ellison stepping in and King behind him.
Got a foul coming up. Loose ball foul on Craig Hodges. His first and the 3rd on the team.
Wingate back in for Alex English. This game is flying by tonight, isn't it?
Sure is.
Not a lot of people to the free throw line.
No one has been over the foul limit tonight.
Well, we're going to have to get instant replay to slow this game down a little bit.
Hey, it's available. The NFL gave it up. Instant replay is a free agent. Purvis Ellison off the feed from Adams. Knocked out of bounds by the Bulls. It'll belong to Washington.
They'll have to bring it over on the side because it was tapped over the top.
Bill Jackson not too anxious at the moment. His team down by 7, but they trailed much of the way at Jersey and still put the defensive clamps on the nets and won convincingly. Wingate on the drive. Jordan picks it off. The lead for Stacey King. Ellison gets the block. Great recovery, Purvis Ellison. Michael Adams all the way.
First thing you got to do is stop the water bug. You got to stop him, so Phil's going to take a timeout. Maybe that's the way to do it.
Just under 4 minutes left to go first half. Michael Adams and company have been fast breaking the Bulls to a 45-36 lead. A reminder, fans, at 20 Bulls home games, a lucky fan will be selected to participate in the Budget Rent-A-Car Smart Money Contest with a chance to win $25,000. Purvis Ellison, 2 blocks tonight, has 168 on the season, averaging 2.77 per game. Watch him here. And he triggers a break for the Washington Bullets with that block, and Michael Adams does the rest. Look at him thread through the defense. What an exciting player. Back live, Jordan leads it short. Eccles has the rebound. Ellison to Eccles. Adams from the outside. 8 points for Michael Adams. That's a 2. Washington's lead is 11, largest lead of the evening. Jordan on the turnaround. Got a foul on Eccles. His first, and that puts Washington over the foul limit. 5 team fouls on the Bullets. Liddell Eccles, who has 14 points, picks up his first personal foul.
Well, the Bulls have been outscored at 21-15 in this quarter, but the defense that they did on New Jersey in the last quarter, trailing that whole game, they gave them only 9 points and a layup by Mookie Blaylock, I believe it was, with 2.5 seconds to go was really something. And you look at the tough defense, and look at the records of these teams that hold teams below 100 points in scoring. All over the 50% mark. And, of course, Chicago, 99.5 points with 55 wins.
And John, you mentioned in the open of the program, as Jordan makes good on a pair, he has 13, that the Bulls in 2 key categories that coaches look at. Field goal defense, Adams for 3. Oh, ring it up.
Long three.
11 for Michael Adams, and the lead is 12 for the Bullets. The Bulls rate very high in field goal defense, and they're #1 in the league in point differential. King on the drive is fouled. Purvis Ellison or Harvey Grant, and it's going to be Harvey Grant on the foul, and that's his 3rd.
Larry Stewart's going to get a quick call off the bench here after Stacey shoots that first free throw.
Harvey Grant with 3 personal fouls, as I mentioned. The team is over the limit. Stacey King is at the line anyway for a shooting foul.
Let me mention something about the three-point shooting. They're 27% as a team from long distance three-point range. If you take Michael Adams out, 101 field goals out of 322 tries, a 31% shooter. They're only 15% from long range.
The rest of the team.
Yeah, when he is on the floor, they are really dynamic, because he comes at you and he'll stop on a fast break, pull up and let it fly.
Wingate takes the back tap. Wingate and Adams at the guard spots. Eccles, Ellison, and Stewart up front for the Washington Bullets. Bullets are leading by 11. Eccles muscling through.
Tapped in by Purvis Ellison.
6 for Purvis. Under 3 minutes to go, first half. Bullets leading by 13, their largest lead. Paxson from the outside. His first field goal of the game. The lead is 11 for Michael Adams and company. Liddell Eccles. Wingate picked up by Jordan. Eccles puts up a runner of sorts. Stewart pries it loose. Got it blocked, and a foul.
Well, they got the man out of control. Liddell Eccles came flying to the hoop. He let that ball go. It wasn't there, but Stewart was able to capture the rebound and try to go back up with it. And gets Horace Grant on the foul. Horace picks up his second foul.
There it is.
And Scott Williams now comes in the game.
Stewart puts in on his first. Michael Adams was 1 for 5 from the field in the first quarter. He's 4 for 4 in the second quarter. Larry Stewart has all 4 of his points in the second quarter. And with 2 minutes left to go in the half, the Bullets have constructed a 13-point lead. Jordan posting up on Wingate. Blocked by Ellison,
yes.
goaltending the call. Finally.
He went up to the glass on it. He didn't go up with the shot. He went right to the glass. And as it got towards the glass, he went up to wipe it out. It goes right over to the glass.
Adam, Purvis Ellison, over Scott Williams. Purvis with 8 points. Washington maintaining a 13-point advantage. Coming up on a minute and a half left to go. First half.
Baseline for a second was open.
Jordan backing in on Wingate. 7 to go on the shot clock. Jordan with the fade. Got a foul coming up. It's a loose ball foul down low on Scottie Pippen.
Scottie's second.
5 on the team now. Bill Jackson still a stoic pose.
Pose with what, 12 points in this? Nope, I'm sorry, I'm reading that wrong. I'm looking at that scoreboard, and it's so dark up there I can't see it. So Liddell, it's a rebounding foul. It wasn't an offensive foul, so Eccles will shoot 2 free throws.
14 points for Eccles here tonight. Has 15 now. A look at his work against Cleveland on Monday. 16 for Liddell Eccles. Washington's lead is 15, largest of the evening. Paxson out of the point. Pax off a screen by Williams. MJ dealing baseline, blocked by Stewart in the foul. Larry Stewart's second personal. Team is over the limit. Michael Jordan heading to the free throw line.
Hey, you look at the shooting percentages in this game, and you'd think that our statistician has it wrong. 55% to 40, but it's the Bullets that are 55. You cut that in half, the Bulls are 40% from the field.
John, the Bullets came in as a team shooting 46% from the field for the season. Michael was 8 out of 12 from the free throw line the other night in New Jersey. Wes Unseld, he's done what he could with this injury-ravaged Washington Bullets team. They've lost 218 games to injury.
That's not counting the full year of John Williams being out on a suspended list.
Now, that's not John Hot Rod, that's John Hot Plate Williams. He's in L.A., and the last report was 322 pounds, which is what, right? About 50, 60 overweight. Purvis Ellison. Ellison traveled. Scott Williams hung tough with him defensively. Watch the position by the Chicago center here.
He makes a good move. He turns around and faces him, but then he picks up that pivot foot and moves it a little bit.
Scottie Pippen around a screen by Williams. Pippen with a gorgeous move. Sensational. Scottie with 12.
Time move to the right, back around to the left. Find the basket if you can and smoke it on down.
Time left in the quarter. Right-hand corner of your screen. About a 9-second differential. Game clock to shot clock. 5 to go on the shot clock. Eccles loses the handle, out of control. Gonna belong to Chicago.
So the Bulls have a chance here. They're going to take a 20-second timeout. Talk things over. The 13.2.
Washington Bullets own a 12-point lead over the Chicago Bulls. Scottie Pippen and company. Huddle around Phil Jackson to watch this.
Sensational. Now, where's the basket? He doesn't know till he gets up there, powers it on down through. You know, today we had a shoot-around in a most unusual place. Normally you come down to the building you're going to play in, but we stayed in Annapolis today for the first time, and it was real neat. It's a beautiful little area that we're not used to being in, and we practiced at the Admiral Halsey Field House, and it was really neat. They let a lot of the ensigns in that were there, a lot of the people, and they watched and a couple of times Michael went up and stuffed the ball, and those guys got a great thrill. Speaking about stuffing the ball, we'll take one more look at Scottie Pippen going around, making his move and coming up, slamming it down to the Bulls. They bring in Hodges again, Stewart, Jones, Wingate, Adams, Eccles in the game. A lot of small players, but they've got to play some defense here. Bulls with Pippen, Jordan, Horace Grant, and in the back, Paxson. Now here comes Andre Turner in. He's going to come in for Stewart. Now he's coming for Eccles. Let's get it straight, guys.
Perhaps a little more quickness out there on the defensive end for Wes Unseld and company. Time left in the quarter. Right-hand corner of your screen. Scottie Pippen. Hodges to Pippen. Pried loose by Adams. Michael Adams to finish the half. Well, that's kind of the way things went in the first half for the Chicago Bulls. The Bullets were very quick on the defensive end the entire half. Much of their offense in transition, and watch this again. Michael Adams picks it loose and very nearly converted on the breakaway. And that would have given Washington a 14-point lead. As it is, the Bullets have a 12-point lead as we reach halftime. Wayne Larrivee, Johnny Red Kerr. We are back at halftime. Landover, Maryland Bullets leading the Bulls by 12. Tonight we profile Philadelphia center Manute Bol. His efforts to feed the hungry in his homeland, the Sudan, is the focus of tonight's halftime story. Washington Bullets have a 12-point lead over the Chicago Bulls at halftime. We'll be back with the highlights and statistics of the first half when we continue on Channel 9. Wayne Larrivee, Johnny Red Kerr back in Landover, Maryland. The Bulls are trailing the Washington Bullets at halftime by 12 points. And the Bullets, Johnny, really didn't want anything to do with the Bulls on the half court.
No, they wanted to get out and fly down the court as quick as they can. And guess what? They did end up with some pretty good highlights in the first half. Take a look at the first one. Michael Adams fires the ball. Adele Eccles comes around, takes the big giant step, double pumps in the air, and knocks in a little jumper. He had a sensational first half. For the Bulls, of course, Michael Jordan. Now he gets Eccles to lean to his left, and he comes on down here, goes up, lays the ball in, and Purvis Ellison comes up with the foul. But he didn't do that too often. Here Michael fires it ahead to Stacey King. King is going to lay it up, but Ellison comes out of nowhere to block the shot and trigger a fast break. And here comes Michael Adams. Can they stop him? Yeah, to the right. No, not to the left. He comes in, knocks in the little running J. And now Scottie Pippen getting a pick from Scott Williams. He comes down around Purvis Ellison, decides to come on back to the middle, up over everybody, and he power slams it in.
Let's get connected with the Illinois Bell halftime stats. Take a look at it. Bulls shooting well under their season average. Bullets well over their average. And much of it coming again on finishes on the break. The Bullets held a slight edge on the boards, although the Bulls, due to the poor shooting, had more offensive rebounds. Turnovers, both teams did a pretty good job in that area. Fast break points, that really says it all. The Bullets got 16 of their points on the break. Michael Jordan led the way for the Bulls, 6 of 12 from the field and 7 rebounds. Scottie Pippen right there at 5 out of 10 for the field and 6 rebounds to lead the way. Hodges a good half off the bench. For the Washington Bullets, Liddell Eccles, 5 of 10 from the field and 5 rebounds, led the way. Michael Adams had an excellent second quarter. He was 5 of 10 overall in that first half of play to lead the way for the Washington Bullets. All right, the Miller Lite scoreboard. Second quarter now. New York leading Milwaukee by 2 up at MSG. Charlotte has the lead over Philadelphia by 3 in the second.
Here's we got some games that are going to start on later on tonight, but here's an interesting statistic. The Bulls with only 7 assists on their 18 baskets. That means they're not getting him going to the basket and guy giving him a pass and going in there. Most of it coming from the outside. Now the Bullets have 14 assists on their 24 baskets. They're getting things in transition, going hard to the basket.
Excellent point. The Bulls start out offensively. They trail by 12. Bill Cartwright. Scottie Pippen under 10 to go on the shot clock. 5 to go on the shot clock. 3 to go. Make it 2. Jordan lets go and the bailout and hits it. Michael has 18. This is Michael Adams, picked up by John Paxson. Purvis Ellison. Eccles off a screen by Wingate. Jordan takes the rebound. Opening minute of play, third quarter. Jordan on the drive, blocked out of bounds by Ellison.
It looked like somebody clipped his heel as he went down left in lane.
Purvis with his third block of the game. Worth another look.
Take a look as he goes down. He certainly did get Wingate's foot.
Jordan to Grant, no, but a foul on Purvis Ellison.
Purvis Ellison picks up his third foul. The Bulls come with that quick hitter, and Grant will shoot 2 free throws.
Horace, a quiet first half. He was 1 out of 4 from the field in the first half.
We'd like to wish a speedy recovery to Steve Shanwell, Director of Broadcasting and Marketing, Vice President, Director of Broadcasting and Marketing. Had a little surgery. We hope that Steve is up doing well.
We wish him all the best.
Yeah, we'll see him when we get home.
Horace Grant puts in on a pair. Has 4 points. Adams. Liddell Eccles. Harvey Grant against his twin brother Horace. 6 to go on the shot clock. Wingate leaves it short. The tip won't go. Cartwright clears. Bulls out on the break. Jordan off a screen by Cartwright. Wingate stays right with him. 10 to go on the shot clock. Cartwright out of his range there. Nice dish to Horace Grant. Draws the foul on Harvey.
Well, the Bulls moving steadily at that lead. That lead at halftime was 12 points. The Bulls hit 4 quick points, and now they get 2 more free throw attempts as they get the ball inside. And that's not fair. You know that Horace is the older of the 2 brothers by a couple minutes, and he claims to be the better looking.
They all do, don't they? That's 4 personal fouls on Harvey Grant. He has a seat on the bench.
I said, boy, when you guys were born, it must be a big holiday. He said, Red, it's the biggest holiday of the year around where I live. I said, oh, yeah, when were you guys born? He said, July 4th.
They do fireworks every year.
You got it. Oh, I said, not only in your neighborhood, but in my neighborhood, Horace, it's big.
Matter of fact, they celebrate it nationally. Horace almost an air ball. I heard it tip the rim, but no, they're going to give it to Washington on the side. I thought I heard it tip the rim, but apparently not. 5 points for Horace Grant. The Bulls are moving the ball better, John, and it seems in this third quarter, the early going at least. They weren't getting a lot of ball movement in that first half. Odell Eccles constantly on the move. Put up a wild shot and got a turnover coming up on Washington. Traveling the call on Liddell Eccles.
He ran into 4 red shirts. I couldn't even see what the call was.
Yeah, exactly. Wally Rooney was screened from us by 6 bodies. Paxson to Cartwright. Against Charles Jones. 5 to go on the shot clock. Scotty with a quick turn off the glass. Nicely done. Pippen with 14. Bulls continue to chip away at the lead. It's down to 5. Adams from the outside drains it.
That's their first hoop, second half. Bulls have been stingy.
Bulls work the perimeter. Pippen, 10 to go on the shot clock. 5 to go. Bill Cartwright. Tipped away by Adams. Picked off by Horace Grant. Paxson releases, and he's got 2.
They changed it. They gave him a full possession on that. Pax thought the time was running out, but he nailed in a long jumper, his 4th.
Paxson now 2 out of 3 from the field, so his fine shooting continues over the last 5 or 6 games.
How about 10 games, 61%? That's pretty good deal.
I'll go for that.
Yeah.
Purvis Ellison, nice move. 10 points for Purvis. Opening 4 minutes of play. This is the third quarter. Pippen. Ball with the backboard, and it'll belong to Washington.
Well, very quick play here. There was 4 seconds to go on the clock. 3, the ball turned over, and Grant got it, fired it over to Pax. He thought time was running out. It wasn't, but what's the difference?
On the runner, Michael Adams. Cartwright is there for the Bulls. The baseball feed to Paxson. 8 minutes left to go, third quarter. Horace Grant, started by Purvis Ellison this time.
They let
post up.
Yeah, they let Ellison put
Cartwright on the tip.
They let Ellison put that left hand out on Bill's hip, and I'll tell you that.
Michael Adams initiates contact, scored, and a foul on John Paxson.
Comes down and makes the hoop, firing it right at Pax. He comes down, puts a little burst of speed on it. As soon as he hears that whistle, he wants to get it up towards the rim, and there it is. Timeout for the Bulls.
We have 7:44 left to go in the third. Phil Jackson, John Paxson and company will talk things over. Bullets still lead by 9. Bulls fans, a reminder, Miller Genuine Draft presents the 4th annual Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Classic, brought to you in part by the Chicago Tribune and Coca-Cola. Coming July 25th and 26th to Chicago's Grant Park. Look for a registration form in your Tuesday and Sunday Chicago Tribune. Call 312-943-5800 for more information. Wayne Larrabee with Johnny Red Kerr. Skip Ellison is our producer-director, assisted by Joe Corneo as the Bulls wrap up their last extended road trip of the season. Tonight, they are in the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland. 18,756, the 15th sellout of the season for the Washington Bullets on hand to watch. Michael Adams now at 16 points, and the Bullets have a 10-point lead with 7:40 to go in the third. Paxson to Pippen, gets by Wingate. 9 to go on the shot clock. Jordan from the outside, nothing but net. Michael has 20.
Michael's got a quiet 20. He's gone to the hoop, I believe, just one time and drew the foul.
Adams, hand check by Paxson. Wingate guarded by Pippen this time. 6 to go. Make it 5 on the shot clock. Adams puts it up over Cartwright, and air ball. Retrieved by Horace Grant. Scottie Pippen takes it across. Jordan for 3.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So Michael up and fires his 3, and he's been quiet from that three-point range in the last several games.
Former All-Pro center Wes Unseld, now the Bullets coach, beginning to pace his sidelines. That lead again cut to 5. Bullets led by 12 at the half. Liddell Eccles left unattended. 18 for Eccles. Eccles now 6 out of 12 from the field. Jordan again. Yes. 25 for Michael Jordan. Again, the lead has been sliced to 5. What a road trip Jordan's had, huh?
Yeah.
Eccles. How did that go in? There were only about 10 guys looking to block it, it appeared.
The best way you got to play Eccles is to get in front of him on that right side, a half a man, and try to take away that drive, make him go left.
Jordan, 4 out of 5 from the field in the third quarter. 7 to go on the shot clock. Pippen releases with 4 to go and cans it off the baseline. 16 for Scottie Pippen.
Bulls can't get it below 5, though, this half at 69-64.
Adams driving past Paxson. It'll belong to Washington.
Michael Adams has 5 steals to go with his 16 points.
Adams was lobbying for a foul to be called in that play. No call. Got a violation here of some sort or a foul quickly. Got a foul coming up on David Wingate.
Wingate went down to set a screen to string Eccles loose, and he committed the offensive foul.
Second on Wingate.
Well, Bulls have a chance now here to cut it below the 5 mark.
Bullets leading 69-64. Under 6 minutes to go. Third quarter. Pippen finds Jordan.
Yes, good move. Michael went down into the painted area and came right back. Got a hook pass, and now a 20-second timeout taken by Wes Unseld.
Michael Jordan with 11 points in the third quarter has fueled Chicago right back into it. The Bulls are trailing by just 3. A 20-second timeout for the Washington Bullets. Whoa, whoa. 20-second timeout is what we said, and now the Bullets break up. Okay.
Let's take a look if we can see what happened. Michael went down, came back out, got his man, nobody there to help. He powered it on through, and he's got 27 here in the game. 11 out of 18 from the field. He's got 8 rebounds. The Bulls have 4 assists in this quarter, and I talked about him not moving the ball towards the scoring area very much, but now they have.
Bulls are on an 11-4 run. Jordan has 9 of the 11 points in that run over the last 2:37 of this third quarter. Wingate. Got a foul coming up here. It is going to be on Bill Cartwright. And on Bill, his first. Only the second on the team in the third quarter. Wingate heads to the free throw line.
Wingate, a 71% free throw shooter, will get two shots at it.
Those 8 points all came in the first quarter. 4 of 7 shooting from the field in the first half, and Wingate now has 9 points in the game. Ten points for Wingate. Washington maintains a 5-point advantage over the world champion Bulls. Under 5 minutes to go in the third. Jordan from the outside had it partially blocked, or so it appeared, by Purvis Ellison, who picked him up on a switch. Wingate running hard. Eccles is loose. Horace Grant the rebound. Bill Cartwright poked away, knocked out of bounds by Charles Jones. It'll belong to Chicago. Will Perdue up off the bench, and he reports on for Bill Cartwright. Cartwright has a seat on the bench. He has 1 point thus far tonight and 5 rebounds. Jordan trying to get the baseline of Wingate. Double team by Charles Jones for a moment.
Look at the time.
4 to go, 3 to go. Jordan the bailout on the shot clock. Pippen pries it loose over Ellison. Scotty was pushed on the play.
That's on Purvis Ellison. I had him for his 4th team.
I had him for his 4th as well.
Yeah.
Heading to the free throw line. Scottie Pippen, as you get a look at it once again.
Pippen makes the free throw.
Has 17 points now.
I just checked with their trainer. He's got him with 3 fouls on the bench. I guess that's the calling. I think Harvey Grant got the other one. Scotty knocked both of them in.
18 for Scottie Pippen. Double team in the backcourt. Wingate gets it away. Adams. Time winding down on that midcourt stripe, and now they get it across. Eccles drains it. From the corner, he has 22.
A couple guys you can't let loose on this club to get that easy shot from the outside, and Eccles was one of them.
Left to go in the third. Paxson. Nothing but cord, and John Paxson now has 6. Paxson on 3 out of 4 from the field.
Right, they close it to 3 again. They'll want to go to Ellison in low.
Purvis and Horace Grant, and Grant called for the foul as he tried to tie up Purvis Ellison. The second on Horace Grant. 3rd on the team. Non-shooting affair. Michael Adams. Charles Jones penetrates a bit. Wingate. Jordan couldn't handle the rebound, knocked out of bounds, going to belong to the Bulls. 2:59 left to go. We've got a full timeout this time. Bullets 73, Bulls 70. Phil Jackson and company will talk things over. We'll be back. Wayne Larrabee, Red Kerr. That's our story in the third quarter. Washington leading by 3, and the action down low has been hot and physical.
Well, here's Horace Grant and Purvis Ellison, both trying to get a little edge in there. Neither one of them get it, and when it goes up, they're so locked up, the ball comes down and goes off of Ellison's foot and out of bounds.
Washington leads the blocked shot category. It's not been a contest on that statistic thus far tonight. Jordan posting up Wingate. They cleared out for it. Michael having another big third quarter. He has 13 in the third. 29 for the game. 1-point ball game. Bullets on top. 2.5 to go in the third. Bulls trailed by 12 at halftime. Oh, good feed to Ellison. Wingate made a nice pass, and Ellison went after it. Well for Purvis. Coming up on 2 minutes left to go now in this third quarter. Bulls trail by 3. Pippen to Jordan. Picked up by Eccles. Michael turns on a fadeaway.
Whoa, yes. Yes.
31 for Jordan. 15 in this third quarter. Bulls back to within 1. Eccles rings it in and out. The ball off the time clock above the basket. And it's going to belong to Washington because the Bulls batted away at it and knocked it off the clock above the basket. So it'll be Washington basketball at side court. Michael Adams. Fresh shot clock. Purvis Ellison left unattended. Will Purdue the rebound. John Paxson to the Bulls can take the lead here. A minute and a half left to go in this third quarter. Last time the Bulls led was 19-18. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Been a long time since the Bulls have seen the positive side of the scoreboard. Pippen, nice lean in. There it is. 20 points for Scottie Pippen. And the Bulls have a 1-point lead. Adams over Paxson. Eccles.
Will couldn't control that rebound. It was contested by Purvis Ellison. That got it loose, and Eccles went up and put it in.
Bullets lead by 1. We're in the final minute of play. Third quarter seesawing in these final minutes. Pippen off a screen by Purdue. Purdue is there.
Big Will with his first hoop. A nice follow-up. 45 seconds left in this third quarter.
The Bulls have a 1-point lead. Let's see if they try for 2 for 1. Bullets moving the ball. Apparently content to run it down. Nope. Wingate lets it go. Scottie Pippen. Will Purdue.
They were going to go 2 for 1. Now they're going to go just 1.
About an 8-second differential. Game clock to shot clock. Jordan on the drive tries to feed inside of Horace Grant. It's knocked around, and Jordan comes up with it. Horace Grant trying to keep it alive. Foul coming up here as Charles Jones gained possession of the foul is coming up on Will Purdue. It's his first, 4th on the team, first of the last 2 minutes.
So 9.5. Let's get this little guy Adams out of the way.
Here's Michael Adams. Liddell Eccles. Wingate with time winding down. Pippen clears as the third quarter comes to a close. Well, the Chicago Bulls outscored the Washington Bullets by 13 points in that third quarter to take a 1-point, 78-77 lead over Wes Unseld and company. Big third quarter for Michael Jordan. 7 of 11 from the field, including a 3-pointer. Watch him posting up here.
Goes on Liddell Eccles. He fades away. Net. Michael has had a sensational quarter. First half 16 points. The third quarter 15. He's got 31 in the game. As you mentioned, he hit the Bulls 3-pointer.
Washington 8 of 19 from the field in the third quarter, 42%. Remember, at halftime, they were up over 50%. They shot 53% of the first half to the Bullets. Bulls were 13 of 21 from the field in that third quarter. David Wingate sets it up for the Bullets. Bulls lead by 1 as we begin the fourth quarter. Ellison trying to feed it inside to Charles Jones, and the Bullets lose it out of play. The numbers by quarter, and another big third period defensive stop for the Bulls. What did they hold Orlando to the other night? 12 points in the third quarter the other night. 9 points New Jersey in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, I should say. New Jersey. Jordan from the outside.
Yes.
33 for Michael Jordan. The layup game warning issued on Chicago. I believe Scott Williams picked up that call. Wingate. Pried loose by Jordan.
Reached in, stripped it away.
Jordan against LaBradford Smith. It'll be out on the side. The foul on LaBradford Smith is his second, first on the team in the fourth. Watch Jordan in action on the defensive end this time.
David Wingate came on down for the play when everything looked good, except Michael came away with the ball. So Scotty will inbound it. Wingate sits down. And is that Andre Turner in for him? I can't see. He's so small.
Andre Turner
there he is. Oh, he's hiding, trying to anticipate the pass.
Third quarter statistics. After three, that should read. After 3 quarters, the Bulls have now gotten their shooting percentage up to 50%. Pippen. Tip is there by Horace Grant. 7 for Grant.
Bulls +5 now all of a sudden.
Opening 2 minutes of play in the fourth quarter. Bradford Smith had it poked loose. Last touch by Chicago. It'll belong to Washington.
Good play by Scott Williams. He poked it loose and fired on down the floor. The Bulls couldn't control it, or they had another easy deuce.
Harvey Grant on the inbounds. LaBradford Smith. Andre Turner. Grant, the feed to Ellison. Nice shovel. LaBradford Smith on the penetration. His first 2 points. The Bulls lead is 3 and away from the ball. Charles Jones gets called for a foul as he held on to Horace Grant.
Charles Jones, here's a guy. You take a look that stays in defense. He's got 1.4 blocks a game, only 1 point a game. That's the third lowest in the NBA.
There aren't many guys in this league who could say I have more block shots per game than points per game, but he's one. Matter of fact, he's the only one I can think of right now, Rick. Here's Jordan. LaBradford Smith finally chases down for Washington. Andre Turner out on the run, 2-on-2. Turner will have to take it himself. Rejected on the play. Got a loose ball foul coming up on Scott Williams.
Williams made the block, but he couldn't get any traction to get to the ball. He reached out and held Turner away from it. So Scott Williams picks the foul up. Here comes Craig Hodges. Michael's going to get a little bit of a rest here. 9:52 to go.
Michael already has 33 points, again 15 of which came in that third quarter. Andre Turner. Harvey Grant picked up by Pippen this time. Turner with 10 to go on the shot clock. 7 to go. LaBradford Smith contested by Hodges. Harvey Grant tied up by Pippen, and the foul is on Scotty, his third, second on the team. Phil Jackson along with Tex Winter to Phil's right. John Bach to the left. Jim Clemens to the left of Bach. Chip Schaefer, the trainer, on the right side of Tex Winter.
So Grant to the free throw line. He's made his only attempt. He's got 5 points in the game. He's been hampered by fouls. He knocks the second one in, and Ellison leaves now. Liddell Eccles comes. So they go with a small lineup here. Jones is their center, but he can play the defense. He's a good one.
And Livingston coming on now for the Bulls. Grant makes good on a pair. He has 7 points. Cliff will be reporting on to the next dead ball. Sometimes the Bulls, John, have a problem matching up with the centerless lineups. Smaller lineups. Armstrong with that three-point attempt. Eccles had the rebound and a loose ball foul committed. That's on Horace Grant. Third on Horace. Third on the team. Horace heads off. Cliff Livingston reports on. Bulls are leading 82-81. Andre Turner. We are fourth period of play. 9 minutes left to go in the fourth. 10 to go on the shot clock. Liddell Eccles. 5 to go on the shot clock. Harvey Grant manufactures 2 points off the baseline. He has 9 bullets on a 6-0 run to recapture the lead. Under 9 minutes left to go in the game. Hodges. 9 for Craig Hodges. Turner. LeBradford Smith. Harvey Grant. Had it blocked. Grant gets it back. Hodges the rebound. B.J. Armstrong to Pippen. They've got a 3-on-1.
Whoa.
Livingston out of control, travels on the play. Pass led him a bit too much.
He was ahead of the field. Scotty didn't see him, and now they're going to take a timeout for the Bullets.
8 minutes, 10 seconds left to go. And this one, Wes Unseld trying to fire his Bulls back into it. They trail by just 1. As Phil Jackson gathers the Bulls. March 28th, the Bulls and Cavaliers. It's McDonald's Squeeze Bottle Night. First 10,000 fans entering the stadium will receive a Bulls Squeeze Bottle, compliments of McDonald's. Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Red Kerr. A little over 8 minutes left to go in this one. Bullets trailing the Bulls by 1. They have the ball. Andre Turner. Inside, Eccles had it stripped away from behind. Jordan, I believe, got a piece of it. Knocked out of bounds by Scott Williams. It'll belong to Washington. 9 to go on the shot clock.
Yeah, Jordan came in during that timeout. They wanted to give him a brief rest.
Eccles on the inbounds. LeBradford Smith, Charles Jones inside. Scott Williams pries it loose and a foul.
Scott Williams comes up with the foul.
That's 4 on the team. Second on Scott Williams.
Well, it'll put a shooter to the line. It's a 50% shooter. So be ready to go here. He's got a chance to tie this up and even put his team ahead.
Charles Jones averaging 3 rebounds in 14 minutes a game against the Bulls this season. Last 5 games, 3 points and 5 rebounds per contest. Misses a pair at the line. So the Bulls escape unblemished on that Washington possession. Chicago with a 1-point lead and the ball.
Bulls went small. Michael's at the number 3 spot, the small forward.
You know, I mentioned the fact that sometimes the Bulls have trouble matching up against a smaller lineup. I think about the Indiana game a couple of weeks ago. Jordan connects from the outside. 35 for Michael Jordan.
Well, they just didn't match up with him. Phil did not go down to their size. It wasn't that they had the problem of matching. He said if he had to do it again, he might think of doing a little bit smaller lineup.
Charles Jones gives it up to LeBradford Smith. Harvey Grant, great feed to Turner. Rebound pried loose by Armstrong. Bulls on the run. B.J. Armstrong. Haji from the outside. Jordan takes the long carom. 7 minutes to go in the game. Fresh shot clock for the Bulls. Bulls leading it by 3. Jordan penetrates.
Whoa!
Got a foul.
Somebody took him down in a pass off, but he went down and sort of slid off the man.
Foul is coming up on Charles Jones.
Here comes MJ down the middle, zigzagging around. Up he goes. He gets a little body.
Charles Jones picking up his 3rd foul. That's the 3rd on the team. Non-shooting affair.
Phil wants a timeout.
Phil Jackson's going to take time right here. Charles Jones has a seat on the Washington bench. Michael Jordan heads over for the conference. We will take a break with 6:46 left to go in this one. And the Bulls leading by 3. On April 1st, Bulls take on the Charlotte Hornets. It's Oreo and Jewel team picture night. First 10,000 fans entering the stadium receive a Bulls team picture. Compliments of Oreo cookies and Jewel food stores. Well, the Bullets have had just 6 points in the first 5:14 of this 4th period of play. And there is a look at the shooting on the night. Michael Jordan accounted for much of the offense for the Bulls in the second half with 19 second-half points. He has 35 of the game. This is B.J. Armstrong. Bulls have the lead by 3. Jordan, oh, great.
Whoa!
Oh, yes, and it counts.
Boy, they came running from all over to try to help out on the play. Watch this. They come all over to try to help out. A.J. English catches him from the back, hits him on the arm. Michael went right around. Let's take one other look at it, Wayne. Watch, here they come to run and help. But guess what? He ain't there. Oh, be like Mike.
37 points for Jordan. Bulls now with a 5-point lead, their largest of the evening. Back tap to Eccles. Michael Adams sets it up for the Washington Bullets. 6.5 to go in the game. Bulls lead by 5. Adams picked up by Armstrong. 9 to go on the shot clock. Eccles, no conscience. Jordan the rebound. Coming up on 6 minutes left to go in the game. Jordan has just taken this game over. 39 for Michael Jordan.
You're right. No conscience on the shot by Eccles. Michael came down, gave him a jitterbug step, knocked it in off the glass.
7-point Chicago lead. Halfway through the fourth quarter, Bullets have just 6 points. Make it 8. A.J. English with 8 points. And then the Bullets just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Scott Williams, Michael Jordan. A.J. English holding on to his hips. He wants to be in on the ride. Watch that.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Michael Jordan down the middle. English on the foul again.
Bullets are over the limit. Second foul on English.
What a second half show by Jordan. Down he goes. He knocks the hand off the man.
41 for Michael Jordan. Watch it again. This is worth seeing.
Get your hand off me. Down he goes. And did they give that to Grant or did they give it to English?
Apparently they gave it to
A.J. English got it. Yeah.
A.J. English, yeah.
Oh, MJ misses another free throw.
41 points for Jordan now. Under 6 minutes to go. A.J. English trying to feed inside, and we've got a foul coming up here as he tried to get it to Purvis Ellison. Foul is on Michael Jordan. It's only his second, but it puts the Bulls over the foul limit. Chicago leading 92-85. Phil Jackson still working the sidelines. A.J. English at the free throw line. Bulls are on a 10-3 run now as English puts in on his first from the field. They trailed 83-82 at one juncture and went on a 10-3 run. 10 points for A.J. English off the bench. Bulls lead it by 5. Coming up on 5 minutes left to go. Scottie Pippen finds Jordan against English. Paxson open from the outside. Harvey Grant had it poked away, but right to Michael Adams. Grant.
Good play. Grant just came down. Nobody picked him up. He was able to lace in a little 15, 17-foot shot.
Bullets putting together a little run here, a 4-0, and they're back in it, trailing 92-89. Paxson as the Bulls spread the floor. Under 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. 5 to go on the shot clock. Michael Jordan, they clear it out. Time winding down. Did he get it off in time? No, he did not.
A good call by Billy Oakes. He made the move, but just couldn't quite get the shot up to the glass.
Phil Jackson is upset with his team, not with the officials on that particular sequence. Coming up on 4 minutes left to go now. 4:20 left to go in the game. Bulls lead is 3. Liddell Eccles on the move. Hey, give the Bullets credit here. They have not given up. They could have folded moments ago, and they've cut the deficit right back down to 1. Paxson gets by Adams. Scott Williams. Pippen from the outside. Horace Grant to Paxson. A brick. Back tap to English, and the Bullets can take the lead. Liddell Eccles. Yes.
There it is. What a run, and Phil takes a timeout.
Washington Bullets on an 8-0 run to erase A Chicago lead of 7 points, and Washington now leads by 1 with 3:43 to go. Wayne Larrivee, Johnny Redker, and we have 3:43 left to go. Washington leading by 1, and here's how.
Michael Adams gets it to Liddell Eccles. He comes down just about where Grant was on the other side. Nobody there to pick him up, and he knocks it in, and they take a 1-point lead, 93-92.
Under 4 minutes left to go in the game. Bulls set it up. Look at the leading numbers. Eccles having a big game for Washington. Jordan, of course, having a huge game for Chicago. Paxson. Jordan on the turnaround. No, but a foul.
A.J. English.
His third personal. Team is over the limit. Jordan goes to the line for 2 anyway.
And Michael's missed his last 2 free throws.
That's about all he's missed in the second half, John.
Right.
Michael with 41. I promise I won't do the 40 points plus stat.
Okay. Well, the record for most points individual here is 50 points by the late Pete Maravich when he was with New Orleans.
Michael ties the game, and boy, I heard as big a cheer for Michael tying the game as almost for when the Bullets took the lead. For Jordan, he has scored the last 10 Chicago points. Coming up on 3 minutes left to go in this one, and the Bulls lead by 1. English. English wants to go inside to Ellison. Ellison operating. Nicely done. 14 for Purvis, only 6 in the second half. Bullets by 1. Under 3 minutes to go. Pippen picked up by Ellison on the switch. Now they switch back. Eccles out on Pippen.
They knocked Michael down. There he goes. Okay, there's a foul. A.J. English stayed out on front of him. Then as they started to swing the ball the other way, he grabbed Michael as he cut towards the baseline. And in the penalty, MJ will shoot a couple free throws here.
Michael, 83% this season from the foul line. He's missed 3 free throws here tonight. He's also made 6, make it 7 from the free throw line. Jordan now 7 out of 10 at the free throw line. Wes Unseld pacing anxiously. Boy, the Bulls have lived on this guy the last 2 games, haven't they?
Yep.
The big game in the Meadowlands and another big one here tonight. 45 for Jordan, had 40 the other night in New Jersey. 2.5 to go. This is Adams. Grant Ellison.
Good job. The big guy does it for him. Last 2 times down the floor. 16 for Ellison.
Great feed from Harvey Grant. Bullets lead by 1. Coming up on 2 minutes left to be played. Scottie Pippen. Pippen and make that Williams. Pippen, Horace Grant gets it done.
Oh, nail biter time. We're under 2 minutes.
Bulls lead by 1. Last 2 minutes of regulation. Michael Adams out of the point for the Washington Bullets. Liddell Eccles with 28 points. Nice dish to Purvis Ellison. No, but a foul called, and Purvis will go to the line.
Michael Jordan on the foul.
His third. Team is over the limit anyway.
Ellison 73% from there. Big free throws. He hasn't been to the line all night.
Phil Jackson and his assistant coaches, John Bach on the right of your screen. Tex Winter was on the left of your screen.
There's one off the ring.
16 for Purvis Ellison tonight.
Bulls have been perfect when they've kept the team under 100 points, but this club is pushing to get it over that mark, and that's when teams are tough with the Bulls.
Never nervous Purvis Ellison misses a pair. Bulls still lead by 1. Minute 35 to go. Pippen. Michael Jordan picked up by English.
Here they come running at him.
Jordan penetrates, loses the handle. It's up for grabs on the floor.
Michael called a timeout. He tried to call a timeout. See if we get a jump out of it.
I think they're calling for a jump ball, John.
Yeah, but Michael was hollering for trying to get a timeout. Didn't get their attention, so it's going to be a jump ball here. They'll mop the floor up.
A minute 21 now left to be played. In regulation, Bulls lead by 1. In this fourth quarter, Michael has all but 6 of the Bulls' points.
He's going up against Ellison. He's going up against AJ. Big tip now. Got to be smart on this tip. Michael Adams got to play he's going to try to intercept it. There's MJ with the tap.
Liddell Eccles got a piece of it, knocked out of bounds, going to go to Chicago. Eccles had it for a moment. Scott Williams, I believe, got his hand on it, but Eccles then lost it out of bounds, and now the Bulls want a timeout. A minute 18 left to go in this one. A thrilling finish at the Kemp Center in Landover. A minute 18 to go, and the Bulls hanging on by 1. On April 3rd, Bulls take on the Clippers. It's Rust-Oleum Lithograph night. Every fan entering the stadium will receive a Bulls lithograph, compliments of Rust-Oleum. Chicago basketball side court. Scottie Pippen on the trigger. Bulls lead by 1. A minute 18 left to go. Horace Grant. MJ. Guarded by David Wingate. Good defensive player. Jordan. Yes, drain it. 47 for Michael Jordan. 3-point Bulls lead. Timeout, Wes Unseld and the Washington Bullets.
Michael Jordan, 19 out of 30 from the field. 8 out of 11 to free throw line. He's got a couple rebounds, 10 of them. Now let's take a look and see just how Michael has hit some of his shots here. They clear it out. He's looking to see if anybody's coming for help. He comes down the middle. They can't get to him. Up he goes. Knocks in the jump shot. He's taken Eccles he's taken AJ English, and he's taken Bulls have 1 and 20 left and timeouts.
Next telecast coming up on Channel 9 Saturday night when the Bulls are finally back home as they take on the Orlando Magic. Bullseye 7 o'clock start Central Time here on Channel 9. Here is the situation, timeout-wise. The Bulls have 1 full and a 20. The Bullets have 2 full timeouts, and each team at 5 team fouls, so they're over the limit, the foul limit. Jordan in the second half, 31 points on 13 of 18 shooting from the field. That's in the second half alone. He has 47 in the game. Wes Unseld and the Washington Bullets plotting strategy now. They trail by 3. And Red, Michael Adams is on the floor. He has set a Bullets record this season for 3-point field goals attempted and made.
That's right. They've got the big shooter in there. 109 to go. The Bulls still have kept this team under 100 points. Scott Williams getting the call tonight. The other night in the game, we had Stacey King playing the center position for the last 5 minutes. Cliff Livingston in there, but now you've got Paxson Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, and Scott Williams.
Adams and English, the backcourt tandem for the Bullets. Purvis Ellison takes the inbounds pass. Eccles and Grant up front with Ellison. Michael Adams.
Kick it out. See if they drive and kick it out.
A minute left to go. The alley-oop inside. Ellison denied by Scott Williams and taken by Michael Jordan. Bulls by 3 under a minute to go.
Take some air out of the ball.
The cross-court feed extended for Pippen from Horace Grant. Pippen was not going to the hoop, and the Bullets intercept. English over Williams. Loose ball foul coming up on Purvis Ellison. His 4th personal. Team is over the limit. Free throws coming up on the other end. Wes Unseld, not much he can do about that.
All right, Michael Jordan with had 16 points at halftime. He's got 31 in the second half. The record in this building for points and a half is shared by Rick Barry and Larry Bird at 32. So Michael will shoot 2 free throws with 33 seconds and change. It'll give him, if he makes both of them, that's 49 points for him.
Bulls are leading by 3, make it 4. Jordan trying to put some nails in the bullet coffin.
You don't really want to go in overtime with this team. They're 5-1 in overtime.
I know. Yeah. 33.4 seconds remaining. So you've got a 9-second differential. Shot clock to game clock. Washington takes a timeout. Jordan has scored 18 of the last 20 Chicago points. He has 49 points in the game. 33 in this half.
So he goes into the record book here. He's 1 point shy of Pete Maravich in points against the Bullets here in this building. Pretty good shooting, if I do say so.
Michael debating with
look at all these doubles across this stat.
Constable and Bill Oakes, and Michael Jordan really having at it with him. Quite sure what Michael is upset about here. And now the officials confer. Apparently nothing will come of it, at least not at the moment. Phil Jackson gathers his team around him, and Michael's still out there with Mike Constable.
I think they were talking about timeouts.
Okay.
But who knows? We'll find out.
Let's get to the business part of tonight's telecast. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Chicago Bulls may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Chicago Bulls. We have had quite a ball game here in Landover, Maryland tonight. Washington led by 5 at the end of 1, led 58-46 at halftime. The Bulls took a 1-point lead into the fourth quarter of play, and it's been nip and tuck ever since. Harvey Grant on the bench receiving instruction from Wes Unseld.
But we saw that last play on the foul by Purvis Ellison. He came over Michael Jordan, and as they went down to shoot the free throws, now the referees came in and said they thought that Horace Grant should have gone to the line to shoot those 2 free throws. So we thought the play was Michael being fouled. Well, let's see what's going to go on here.
Now, once you put the points up on the board, is this a correctable error? Because, again, Washington did not inbound. They called a timeout. So, in effect, Red, play did not resume. Bullets called an immediate timeout, and then the debate began as to who should have been at the free throw line. Michael heads back on the floor. .49 points for Michael Jordan. Apparently the officials are not going to change anything.
No, 33.4 seconds. Liddell Eccles will inbound the ball.
It's a 5-point lead for the Bulls. Wes Unseld looks on for the Bullets bench. Eccles to Michael Adams. Adams to Ellison. They want a 3. Harvey Grant drops to Ellison, contested by Jordan and blocked by Michael Jordan.
They won't give him 100 points, will they?
Jordan retrieves the rebound to Pippen. No shot clock. Time winding down. 12.7 seconds to go, and A.J. English commits his 5th personal foul of the half, sending Michael Jordan to the line. And we know for sure Michael should be at the line now.
He can come away with a clean sweep.
Well, Michael, since missing 2 free throws in a row, has made 6 straight.
All right, between foul shots, we'll take a look and see if we can come up with what they were arguing about. They thought the foul was on that Horace Grant should have gone to the line instead of Jordan. So Michael knocks in 50. Here's the shot. We'll take a look at it. Now Michael's underneath. The shot goes up. There he goes. Foul clearly.
Oh,
yeah.
No, clearly that was
yeah.
Michael Jordan. I can't believe there was any question on that.
Hey,
MJ with 51. Timeout Bullets. 12.7 seconds left to go, and the Bulls now leading by 7. Well, I'll tell you something. you look at this fourth quarter of play, Red Kerr. Michael has 20 fourth quarter points. The Bulls have 26 points in the fourth quarter.
Well, they just cleared out and gone to MJ. 51 points in a game. Now, I believe, I don't have my book here, but I believe that Dominique Wilkins had 53 in a game. I think that's the high for an individual player this year.
Now,
in a regular game, and then, of course, a couple Sundays ago against Portland, we saw Larry Bird put the 49 up there, I guess.
Absolutely.
And,
that was Sunday against Portland in the Boston Garden. 35 points by Jordan in this half. He has 35 of the 58 Chicago points. Here's what we have left in March on our Bulls telecast on Channel 9. Saturday night against the Orlando Magic. And then a week from Saturday night against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Bullseye precedes both games here on Channel 9 starting at 7 o'clock Central Time. If my math is correct, John, and it's well worth checking, 58 points in the second half for Chicago. They had 46 at halftime. Jordan has 35 of the 58 Chicago points in the second half. Am I right?
Well, they've got only 39 points. They had 19 in the third quarter, and then they've got 20 here. Now, what are we figuring out here? MJ had 16 in the first half. He had 31 by the third quarter. So he's got 20 here in the last quarter.
Now, Craig Hodges scored on a field goal with 8:26 left to go. Since then, it's been all Michael Jordan, including a tip-in, a 151 to give Chicago a 98-97 lead. Jordan, 18 of the last 20 points by Chicago. Washington with time winding down. 10 seconds to go. Michael Adams for three. Bring it up.
He got it. That puts him at the century mark.
19 for Michael Adams. Bulls trying to salt this one away. Eccles commits a foul, stopping the clock. 2.6 seconds remaining. Scottie Pippen will head to the line.
Well, they get into the century mark finally here as the Bulls looks like they've got a
Wes Unseld his
4-point victory.
Yeah.
You know, the Bulls have won 27 road games. This game, if they win it, gives them exactly as many wins as they've got at home. I mean, teams would love to have a 28-8 record.
There aren't many teams, you look back to the annals of the league, that have been able to ring it up on the road the way the Bulls have.
Well, the Bulls won that game in New Jersey the other day. That was their 27th win, the most ever in a season.
You know, you take a look at it. The Bulls equaled their best on the road last year. This season they surpassed it, and Boston led the way all time with 32 road victories. And I believe the Bulls could pass that Boston road mark with 33 wins if they win the rest of their games on the road.
Scottie drops them both.
22 for Scottie Pippen. As time winds down in this one, and the Bulls on the strength of a 51-point Michael Jordan performance. 35 in the second half for number 23, Michael Jordan, as he heads off. A spectacular performance, carrying the Bulls to a 6-point win. 106-100. We'll be back to wrap it up after these messages.
We don't need anybody.
Chicago Bulls basketball has been brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft, cold filtered for real draft taste. So get out of the old, get into the cold. The Chicago Tribune. Get in the game. Get a Tribune. Your local McDonald's restaurant, where what you want is what you get. That's McDonald's today. And your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Toyota dealers. Toyota, I love what you do for me.
Our AT&T long distance play of the game. Crank it up for number 14, Craig Hodges. In the first half, as he sends this one on its way. His only three-pointer of the game, but kept the Bulls in contention in the first half. A first half that saw the Washington Bullets have a 12-point lead at halftime, but the Bulls outscored the Bullets, 60-42 in the second half.
Right, and the Bulls do pick up their 56th win, only 12 losses. Jordan, by quarters, he had 8 points in the first quarter. He had 8 more points in the second quarter. He's 16 at halftime. Then he put in 15 when the Bulls had to come from behind.
And we thought that was a good quarter.
It was big-time quarter. He had a 3-point field goal in there. Then he added 20 more in the last quarter for the 51. And he and Scotty had 73 of the points, and they did an outstanding job. They sweep that series from this club. It's been tough to win here. This is a strange club to play against. They don't have a big dominating center, but they got a guy that can block some shots in Purvis Ellison, who plays a little bit more like a forward. And the Bulls were just sort of behind all night until the third quarter.
And give the Bullets credit. They had a chance to lay down and die in that fourth quarter when the Bulls, and in particular Michael Jordan, put the run on them, but they hung tough and made a game of it right down to the last couple of minutes.
So the Bulls win 4 games on this trip. They go on the road and they win 4. They've won 10 out of their last 11 games on the road. But every game they've had to come from behind. In Orlando, we had to come from behind. In Miami, we had to come from behind. In New Jersey, they had the game all but won, and the Bulls shut them down, only 9 points in the last quarter. And then tonight, a 12-point lead by Washington at halftime. So the Bulls have been able to turn that good defense on, and they do something now that Detroit does to you and used to do when they won the 2 championships. They'll throw that one quarter at you and give you 12 or 14 points or 18 when you really struggle, and the Bulls have been able to do that. And this team tonight hits the century mark, but they're right about on schedule where they are. They're averaging 99.5 points a game, so they did what they wanted to do. Didn't give them a lot of points, got enough points to win. I'm sure they didn't want to go to MJ for all those points, but last 2 games now, he's got, what, 91 points?
91 points in the last 2 games, both of which you've seen on Channel 9. Let's take a look at the statistics for tonight's game. And the Bulls shot just under 50%. Washington finished off right at 49% along with the Bulls. The free throw differential, again, Washington didn't get to the line nearly as much as Chicago, and Michael Jordan did an excellent job nailing the coffin shut down the stretch, hitting his free throws. He had his last 8 free throws in the ball game down the stretch to nail it shut for the Bulls. On the rebounding end, the Bulls held the advantage there. So it's on to Chicago Stadium as the Bulls take on the Orlando Magic, and that'll be our next game.
But guess what? They still got a chance to catch 70, believe it or not.
Yeah, you're right. 70 is still within reach. Thanks for joining us tonight.